Hey everyone, it's Michael or Equinox Doodles, and I want to take this moment to thank you all for listening to our podcast. It really means a lot to us that you are taking the time out of your day, or maybe taking some time in your day, to listen to us ramble about bad fanfiction or some good fan works. If you haven't already, make sure that you are following us on social media. You can find us on Twitter and on Facebook at SYTYCFanon. That's SYTYCFanon. Make sure that you are following us there so that way you can get updates on merchandise or updates on episodes and all that good stuff, as well as maybe getting your name in some future credits. We're going to start doing shoutouts pretty soon that are going to be thrown into the mix. All you have to do is interact with our posts on Twitter and on Facebook to get your name shouted out. Or you can also do a little Twitter hashtag, which is hashtag SYTYCFanon, hashtag SYTYCFanon. We're going to start looking for those and shouting the people out in there. And you might end up as an NPC later on in the 20 on the Dice Throw special. So make sure that you are doing that. You can also send us fanfiction requests or fanfiction suggestions at any time on those socials. And you can also DM it to us if you happen to catch us on Discord or Twitter or any other social media platform that will allow you to communicate with us. I'm now going to take this moment to quickly shout out our sponsors today.
Hello, and welcome to a special before New Year's episode of So You Think You Can Fanon. I'm your host, one of your hosts, Sergio. I'm here with guest turned basically a co-host at this point, Matt.
Hey, I'm not in your imagination anymore. You can stop going to the therapist.
What? I can? Thank God.
Yeah, you can. It's good. You're all good.
I kept waking up with holes in my body after I went there. Last time I go to a therapist on Craigslist.
Who else do we have in this room with us?
We have currently breaking out into hives, Gregory J. Chudley, who sometimes moonlights as Jacob Redacted.
You don't have to redact
Nice.
me. I'm sexy.
Well, you want me to? I'm not going to say your last name. And then finally, we have
Just
keep it going, Sergio.
Yeah, keep it going.
and then finally, we have Michael.
That's me, your favorite pastel-colored equine.
Is that the Mickle Butt Chan himself?
No, you stop that.
Is that
Everyone
So
knows that I'm not a butt guy.
is that Michael Equinox Doodlesington?
Yep, that's me.
So today, we have the finale of The White Elephants with Jakes, and then next week will be our regularly scheduled Chain of Memories, chapters 7 and 8.
What a way to ring in the new year. First, with good old-fashioned...
Gassing the Ewoks.
Yeah, White Elephant?
No, they were sterilized. They weren't gassed.
Yeah, they were sterilized.
First with the White Elephant, and then with Chain of Memories to wrap up, probably January.
Should we need to wish Mike Freeney a good New Year's. Happy New Year's, Michael Freeney.
We can do that next episode.
Yeah.
He hasn't earned it yet.
Because then it'll actually
He hasn't
be
earned
yours.
it until we read his masterpiece of a fucking...
Well, this episode
book.
or whatever next episode will actually be coming out on New Year's, so...
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, you gotta remember, this week is literally New Year's when we're recording this.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, Happy New Year's to the fans, I guess.
Yeah.
That's true.
Smiley
Wink.
face. So, Jake, you're the last person to do to do the White Elephant. We've been slacking a little.
I just need to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I've brought into this world.
You are not. Don't lie to me.
I'm not.
Well, you're not alone either. You worked on this with someone else.
Yeah, I worked on this with Nick because he is a encyclopedia of knowledge of this topic. Which, if you cannot tell, if you've opened it, is in fact Halo. It is a Halo fan fiction.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say sex. I was about to say, how does he know everything about sex?
And
I would also like to point out I am the word count champion for longest white elephant.
Well, it's okay because
Who's vibrating?
That's Jake.
Is it me? My bad.
Yeah.
I'm shaking my leg.
Congratulations, Sergio.
What do you win?
He wins nothing.
Oh,
He wins the pride that he lost to the Fire
Yeah.
Nation.
I kind of want to make a sequel to my white elephant. I don't know. My brain's
There's
like,
always
you
next
left
year.
it unfinished.
there's
There
next
is
year. Don't
always-
worry.
Yeah.
Mine also ends on a cliffhanger, so there's always
Uh-oh.
next year.
Oh no. Are we gonna get a Palpatine Part 3?
Palpatine
Because the
goes
McRibs.
to Africa to cure Ebola.
Because the McRibs are back. He can finally get his McRib.
No, he can't. He'll never get one.
He's never gonna get a McRib.
No.
Jake, I can already tell you I hate the way this is written.
Why?
Okay. Who's narrating this bad boy?
What's the
Should I?
What's the matter? What's the matter with how it's written?
It reads in a very stilted manner. Which I guess is supposed to be the point.
As narrator, because Matt,
Oh wait, this is
narrating.
narrated by a character. This
This is
narrated
first
by a
person,
character.
yeah.
Yeah, so be
Oh.
careful about that. You're gonna have
This
to
is a-
voice the guy too.
That's fine
This is
with me.
There's
is
a lot of
POV
as
thing.
eyes and just simply eyes.
Yeah, there sure is.
Anyways, sure, I'll be the main character. I will be hit character
Okay,
writer.
there's main character. There is an Oni operative, and then there is the AI. Who would like to be what?
I will be the Oni operative. I call
And
it.
Okay,
I guess
that-
that makes I'm the AI.
Okay, good.
Oh no!
Alright,
I'm ready
Michael.
to begin.
All right.
All right, Michael, let us rip.
All right. It was my typical Thursday afternoon aboard the UNSC Infinity. I had just gotten out of PT, drenched in sweat, wiping myself off with my personal towel. DR, the embroidery on the towel shown in the light. The initials of a true badass such as myself. Even with my superhuman enhancements, I do like to push myself past my limits, if it means improving in every category. I walked into my private quarters, Ryder engraved onto my door. Please don't tell me his fucking name is Dick Ryder.
No, it's not. That was actually unintentional. That his initials are D. Ryder. It was completely unintentional, and then Nick pointed it out, and I laughed really fucking hard.
Okay, something else we should point out is this is far and away the most immediately well presented of the white elephants because it's double spaced.
Oh,
It's
God,
well
yeah.
presented in a horrible manner, and you will understand as we continue to read.
I think I know where it's going. Please continue, Michael.
And my Spartan 4 squad logo, the golden eagle under it.
I just realized at some point I switched from IV to just the number 4, and I'm sorry about that, but I'm not also.
As I entered my chamber, I undressed in a coy manner. I could feel the hum of the UNSC Infinity's advanced translate engine, even throughout all 907 million metric tons of steel.
That's tons. That's a British ton.
Sorry. Tonnes of steel.
Oh, it is.
We were barreling through the stars at a breakneck pace. I turned my personalized bathtub to a crisp 107.3 degrees Fahrenheit. You know, like an
Wait,
American.
hold on. Are you telling me that in the future they don't have bathtubs that go to 4 decimal places?
What would they need that for?
The level of precision is only 1?
It's not that precise.
All right.
Yeah, I'm saying it's not
unfortunate.
precise.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be, bro.
Precise is the 4 decimal places.
I'm sorry.
What if my
I'll do
favorite
better.
temperature is like
I'll do better.
108.4120?
I'll do better next time.
Wait, do you think the
Alright.
bathtubs in Warhammer round off to the tens? So
No.
you're
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
I don't know
Let's
what
just
Matt's
keep- let's
talking
just
about.
keep
I do not
going.
understand the joke.
Yeah, I don't either. So
I
let's
don't
just
even
keep
like
going.
understand Warhammer.
Matt's joke. Maybe you should watch our episode where we read the Warhammer lore.
That is true. I could do that.
Winks into the camera for the audience.
All right, as I was
All right,
saying.
keep us going.
The 107.3 degrees of Fahrenheit, which shows that this Spartan is American, and slowly sunk into the publicly safe haven. Deep in the long corridors of Spartan Tower in the Infinity, I can finally feel secluded in my room, even if they do have cameras around in case of emergency. The cameras just make me work harder to impress. I didn't get to Master Sergeant by slacking off. Besides, the camera only spy around the hallways. So while I'm in my room, I can enjoy a good book, or perhaps cook myself up a nice meal. As I laid in the sudsy chamber, I suddenly heard my comms link going off in my room. Upset, I stood up, throwing my embroidered towel around my waist, and went to go see what the hubbub was. Master Sergeant.
No. I just love the way I worded some of this.
Is this me?
Yeah.
Master Sergeant, you're needed for suit up in the R&D wing.
I heard it come over my implanted data cluster. What? I demanded. I'm supposed to be getting my mandated 6.5... What the fuck is these images? I can't even see them.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just keep reading.
Okay.
I forgot those were in there.
Keep reading.
It looks like it's a dude's face in an ODST helmet and
Hold on.
Hold
Hold on.
I'm
gonna grab this. I'm gonna bring it
Is
into...
that Halo 3 Rat?
I'm gonna bring it into Paint Tool Sci real quick. I'm gonna bump up the
Oh
exposure.
no.
I need to bump
You
up
don't
the
need to.
exposure.
You don't need to. It's right there.
I'm going to find out what it is.
It's right there. I just revealed it.
Is it a fucking pogger
All right.
to the rat?
So we
Picked up
have
an SMG. It's
the
Halo
Poggers
2 rat.
Marine. We have Poggers Marine and Halo Rat.
Okay.
Picked up an SMG.
Sorry. What I demanded, I'm supposed to be getting my mandated 6.5 hours of personal time that I get every Thursday. I was seething with anger.
Excuse me, that's 6 hours and a half, not 6.5 hours.
Yeah,
Sorry.
6 hours.
6
and a half.
hours and a half of Jake personal time.
This one's an emergency, Master Sergeant. Something about an important upgrade to your Mjolnir Gen 2 combat armor. Comes straight from Omi themselves.
Oni, this better be a damn good upgrade. Their goddamn dropships got half my squad killed back when I was in ODST. I barked at the goon.
And you still won that fight, sir. That's what gave that battle the nickname the Drop Site Slaughter. Rumor has it your deeds rival even that of the Master Chief himself.
The mook replied to me. I still think you're...
That's
Scroll
not
down.
in teleportation.
He's staring at me. Why is he staring at me? I'm
Imagine
His
Five
name
Nights at
is
Freddy's
Dom
best, the
Ryder.
poggers guy who jump scares you.
what search?
His name is Dom Ryder.
Yeah, bro. Of course it is. It's a
Let me just
funny name.
control F Dom. Oh, there's only 2 instances? That's fine with me.
I don't use names very often because it makes it makes it reading so much harder.
I arrived in the R&D department slightly less angry as I entered. An Oni operative greeted me.
Is this a guy that I'm voicing?
Yeah.
Okay, thank goodness. Hello, Dom. Can I call you Dom?
Master Sergeant Ryder, thank you. I replied. I didn't want to get all buddy-buddy with an Oni scumbag.
Right. Well, how are you, Sergeant?
I was doing fine until you interrupted my me time.
Well, sorry, this couldn't wait. Suit up. I'd like you to meet someone.
Someone. I cocked my head in query. Is there someone else in the room?
You'll see. Suit up.
As I suited up my Mjolnir Gen 2 combat armor, squeezed slightly uncomfortably on my soldier. The cod piece was always slightly too tight, but the supplies always told me I had the biggest size. They can't custom order those things, apparently. Nothing felt different about my armor, and I was confused. Is there supposed to be something new? I asked.
I'm right here. Thank you.
I don't like this. A light, totally female voice came through my ears. I jumped, startled. I became flushed in embarrassment, not knowing how to feel or understanding what was going on. I knew for a fact that was not another person in the room besides the male operative. I was not sure where the voice was coming from. Was there an enemy in the base? Was I being attacked? Would this be the end of me?
Hello.
The voice came out again.
Are you in there, Spartan? Or, well, in here, I suppose. Ha 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 ha.
Voice chuckled. The voice chuckled with uncomfortable laughter. I got even more red in the face. Who's there?
That's
I
not
asked.
uncomfortable. It's adorable laughter. Read my masterpiece
Wait,
properly.
wait.
Sergio's fucking adorable.
Hold on.
You're damn right I am.
Its name is Roxanne? Did you make this role for me?
No, I just thought to name it Roxanne because I thought you'd find it fucking funny.
Wait, hold on. She's 5. I have several questions.
It's not supposed to be you, don't worry. I just thought it would be funny to name the character Roxanne.
For those who may have forgotten, Sergio often goes by Roxas the Hunter.
I changed the name like 2/3 of the way through writing.
I have a question.
Something else.
Sergio,
What?
why are you having several questions about about having double D cup breasts like this? I feel like that's pretty poggers.
It's pretty poggers.
No,
indeed.
it's the fact that I felt like Jake wrote this role specifically for me, and that I was supposed to be
never.
like the girl.
Jake, why would you?
Never.
What, Jake? I can tell that you were totally lying.
I definitely. I swear to God, I didn't do that. It was just an in joke that I put into it.
Mm-hmm.
You're reading.
Because I'd also like to point out in that Warframe story, the girl involved had these.
I wrote the first half of this like 2 months ago, so.
Yes, I remember proofreading it.
All right, whatever you say. Who's there? I asked. Is there anyone else here?
It's just me, my designation artificial construct, codenamed Roxanne. Nice to meet you.
Her physical form appeared within my Mjolnir Gen 2 combat armor's visor. She was curvy, sure, quite voluptuous for a girl her size. If I were to guess she'd scale as a real person, she'd probably be a double D cup and about 5'1".
Nice to meet you.
She said cheerfully, sticking her hand out.
Well,
That's you, sorry.
oh, no, yeah. Well, I suppose you can't shake it, but you get the idea.
I began to sweat. She reminded me very intensely of my ex-girlfriend at the Spartan 4 training academy, Sabrina Soho. Not gonna lie, Sabrina's a fucking pogger name.
I just was first name.
It's a
that came into
good-ass
my head.
name.
It's
I think
pretty
it's-
poogers, I guess.
Yeah. The only difference being the smart AI being significantly more attractive and better in every way.
You seem a bit nervous. Is everything okay?
Sure, I stammered, which is quite unlike me, considering my immense experience with women I had as an OST back in the early days.
An ODST.
As an original soundtrack.
Sorry. As an orbital drop Spartan team, back in the early days of me fighting in the Human Covenant War, as I was very popular in the academy.
Why don't we head back to your room, Spartan?
She asked me. I looked at the Oni operative, who was watching me in an amused fashion, like someone who is amused because they are at a circus and the monkey is wearing a funny hat and probably riding a unicycle, for approval.
Matt.
That's my favorite sentence, I think.
Oh, here we go. All right, let's see. Go ahead, Master Sergeant.
He replied.
Sorry.
He replied.
He replied, giving me approval to take this robotic female into my private quarters. An interaction I've had with many real women in my past, but not ever a simulated woman. As I left the room,
My mom
he
is
chuckled
calling
at
for
me.
me. I'll be back.
That's not cool. Oh, nice asterisk. I like the asterisk. Adds a nice touch. He placed an asterisk in between the I and N in giving.
I'm assuming it's to mark our place.
Probably.
So I could say that this feels the most like it was written by some chud on the internet
Is
writing
that
a
good
fan
then?
fiction. It is a good thing because it makes it feel like this is a genuine bad fan fiction that we went and found. Whether like compared to mine, where it's very clearly that it's being written for comedy, more or less than like true badness.
Well,
I mean,
that's because they took some inspiration from a real one in the wild for this endeavor.
Because this sounds like it was written by Yandere Dev.
I don't like that.
I love the thing the things that sells it as like a real fan fiction is
What I miss?
We're talking about how this feels like
I'm complimenting you.
A real bad fan fiction.
My main character is very popular with women. I've been with women a lot of times. That's classic fan fiction. It's like, yeah, my character's a Chad. He's been with many women. How many women? A lot of women. Like a lot.
Enough.
Huge.
All right. Let's continue reading here. As I left the room, he chuckled at me as if. Oh wait. Oh yeah, no. As I left the room, he chuckled at me as if I were a comedy. Almost like he was watching one of those ancient films by eternally famous comedian Adam Sandler. Better be fucking Happy Gilmore. I was bright red. No one has ever laughed at me over being nervous over a girl. What was happening to me? It must just be from me being stressed about being interrupted during my 6.5 hours of personal time I get every Thursday. So, why don't you, tell me about yourself? He stammered out after an uncomfortable long 46.3 second long silence. Being a smart AI sure is cool. She chuckled.
Well, I was created by Dr. Halsey's sister-in-law, Professor Janet Keyes, J.D. She studied law, but was also a therapist who vigorously studied stress in soldiers, as well as ways to combat post-traumatic stress in the workplace.
JD stands for Jerkin Doctor.
It stands for Juris Doctor. It's what lawyers get.
Jerkin Doctor.
Jerkin Doctor.
Yeah, she tells you how to, if you're healthily jerking or not.
She calls you a bad boy, and then she makes you come, and then she charges you $7,000 and gives you fucking Lexapro.
It was a pretty good combo material.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh my god, everyone's leaving.
Are you and me the only ones here, or is Sergio here?
No, I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like the good old days.
Damn. Way to roast Matt. I hope he
sorry.
listens to this and then cries. Alright, let's continue.
Oh no, we're not gonna continue without Matt.
Okay.
Oh, it can't be a So You Think You Can Fan An episode without somebody leaving the room.
That's true.
I
Legally
have
speaking.
returned.
All right,
Oh.
let's continue.
If we ever do an episode in person, let's just all leave the room at the same time and just like get pizza.
That
And then
sounds.
just come back like 30 seconds later.
Why can't we go to that what's that place called? That really cool place in Ohio.
Mike's place.
Yeah, my place. Smiley face.
Wink.
Yeah, the
I
Blue
went to
Bombers.
Mike's yesterday or the day
How was it?
before. It was good. I got the big
So we're-
fucking sandwich. It's a big fucking sandwich.
All right.
Nice.
Sorry. I'll stop distracting. I laughed. Me? Being a lab rat for trauma relief? I've never felt the trauma of a battle a single second of any day in my life. However, seemingly reading my mind, almost as if she is integrated directly into my mind because she is a smart AI who has been inserted into the back of my head, responds saying,
Before you say it, we already are way past the testing phases. You're just one of the lucky few to get the first batch of us.
right. So what's your plan to distress me? It is Thursday after all.
It's
And you're supposed to
Thursday.
get your 6.5 hours of personal time.
Oh shit!
I
I
read
didn't
your-
word that one as 6 hours and a half. I'm pissed.
I read your file over before we met, even the juicy classified stuff.
She stated that fact in a voice that made me nervous, but not in an uncomfortable way. In a way that would make me wiggle in my seat if I were seated and not in a power suit, as well as walking through the halls of the UNSC Infinity back to my room so I can relax after a while with a strange yet sexy female smart AI. Kinda love run-ons. As we walked through the halls of the 5,694 meter long ship, I felt as if we were trapped in a labyrinth, but a labyrinth that also was exactly 18,682 feet
Oh
in
my
length.
goodness.
Is that a fucking conversion from meters to feet?
Yeah. It was in the Spartan
Many
Field
miles.
manual.
Several miles.
That's 3 miles.
I felt like I was being singled out of the 5,400 Marines on board, despite the fact that we were all split into 5 independent task forces. I was the one being the dancing monkey that rides the unicycle and juggles the bowling pins in order to test out the smart AI. Why me? There were plenty of average Spartan 4s on this ship. Why'd they have to choose me? Sure, I had the best battle record out of every Spartan 4 on the ship combined, and my victory percentage in battle is over 97.3892% victory.
There's your 4-digit decimal, Sergio. Are you
Thank
happy
you.
now?
Yes.
I don't remember why I made that one specifically 4 digits. I just thought it was funny. Continue.
With the rest legally being listed as ties. But that doesn't matter. I'm better than anyone to test out this stuff. There were plenty of other Spartans chosen as options for the headhunter squads. I just happened to be the '1 pick, so it's not my fault.
Mama, why'd they have to give me the big titty AI? I don't get it.
Also, you said doesn't matter instead of doesn't mean 0 out of 10. How dare you ruin my masterpiece?
But that doesn't mean I'm better than anyone who tests this stuff. Sorry, there you go. As we entered my private quarter... No, shut up. As we've entered my private quarters in Spartan Town, I had calmed down enough to make decent small talk with the smart AI. Not important enough to be mentioned. So,
That was
the
me
plan?
not wanting to write more dialogue. We talked more, but it wasn't important. Next question.
I mean, this is the wonders of being in first person. You can just kind of do that.
Continue.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's
No,
you.
it's you.
That's you, buddy.
No, it's you, buddy.
No, it's
Oh.
so what's the plan?
I said that. So what's the
Oh,
plan?
did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sit down and find out.
She told me in a strangely sort of seductive voice. Are smart AIs allowed to be seductive? Was I imagining things? This was all very strange to me. The automatic temperature control in my armor was stopping me from sweating, but if it weren't for that, I would be drenched from head to toe.
I'm gonna start massaging you using the ecstasy receptors that were added into your armor for me.
I don't like this. I don't like this one bit.
Why not?
I don't like this.
Keep going.
It's fine.
Ecstasy receptors? What the hell are those? I asked. I did not know they were able to modify the War Master's variant of Mjolnir Gen 2 combat armor.
Oh, they let me relax your muscles, so you can relax during your personal time.
She said that in a strange tone once more, making me even more flustered. However, I relented and laid down in my box spring barracks mattress that is used in every room in the UNSC Infinity. However, this one was specially built to be able to sustain a significantly higher weight due to Spartans sometimes placing their Mjolnir power armors upon it in order to suit up for a mission. This was a useful feature due to me being in my armor for this occasion. As she began to massage me with the ecstasy receptors added into my power armor, I became extremely relaxed. It felt very good, as if I were in a hot spring and being massaged by a professional Asian masseuse at the same time. Why I had to specify that is beyond me.
Because it's funny, that's why.
Wow, I'm glad I came to get this upgrade, despite not wanting to before. I was initially mad about my 6.5 hours of personal time being interrupted, but this is amazing! I exclaimed to her, ignoring the fact that I didn't say 6 hours and a half.
Well, that's Jacob's fault. He didn't put it the right way.
Glad that she was
I don't know
here
if
for
it's better or worse that it's inconsistent.
As she sat in my viewport of my armor, I began to admire her beautiful body. Was this smart AI truly made specifically for me? If so, they did a very good job at creating her. She was everything I had desired in a woman, and then some.
Do you like what you see?
She asked me. No.
Bad touch. Bad touch.
I'm good
Keep
being
going.
single, thank you. I immediately averted my eyes to not be rude, but she responded to it.
Not to worry. You can stare as much as you please. The good professor created me with this intention in mind.
I was gonna say the good doctor, but then I remembered that I made her a Juris Doctor, which is not a real doctor.
Anytime I hear the words good doctor, I get sent back to the proto-men. She did? That's strange. I thought you were made to combat post-traumatic stress in the soldiers that fight in combat zones, I asked her, puzzledly, as if I was confused at her statement. Because I was confused at her statement.
Oh, she did, but a lot of her research made her realize one important fact.
As she spoke, she undressed herself from her strange, smart AI clothing. Apparently that's something you can do, revealing a perfectly modeled naked human body.
The best way to combat stress in the combat environment was through sexual pleasure during downtime between missions.
If this keeps up, I'm gonna mute you, Sergio. I don't like this. I don't know how, but you're making my fucking beepy go from an innie to an outie.
I didn't need to know that. Please continue reading.
To an Audi?
Did Michael's balls just drop? Did we initiate?
Michael hit puberty. We did it, Reddit.
Did we initiate 8 years of suppressed puberty?
The rubber band has snapped, boys. We failed.
Sorry, I'm gonna replace that with I think my dick just went inside me, and not in the good way.
That's better.
Feel free to tag out if you need it, Michael.
Oh, I'm tagging out. Jake, you have fun.
Where?
You're taking over as the narrator.
My large member is what you're at.
My
Yeah,
large member was fully erect at this point, and I was not sure whether it was from pleasure, embarrassment, or a bit of both. I never knew the UNSC was researching technology such as this, I told her.
It was very under wraps until the proof was undeniable due to the content of the research.
She explained to me, almost as if she knew that's what I was thinking about due to me asking her about it.
But enough of that. Let's get into the important bits.
What? I asked her, but before I could finish my sentence, something in my Mjolnir power armor flicked upon my screen, initiating intercourse simulation mode. The screen of the Mjolnir power armor's War Master variant helmet stated to me. Before me, I was in the nude, and Roxanne was upon my bed. I was confused. How was I naked? I was in my Mjolnir power armor, and how was she real and in my bed? I did not understand.
I'm gonna drink some tea real quick.
Let me put it into words you can understand.
Allow me to explain, she explained.
No, that's what she said.
I know.
You should have went along with it.
I just wanted to say that because that's fucking like my favorite part of this.
You see, this is a new system added into your Mjolnir power armor to make the experience as authentic as can be to combat the stress of battle as much as possible. Just relax and I will help you out. Well, I didn't read that you said she winked at me. I winked.
She winked at me
It's all
seductively.
it's all in the plan. This was all.
I actually modeled this character exactly off of Sergio. I read 200 paragraphs of Sergio. Just Sergio. Nothing else. I found the book labeled Sergio in my basement and I read it. The weird man in the doorway smiled at me and I was scared.
The Surgeonomicon.
The Surgeonomicon. She winked at me seductively and I nodded nervously. This was all strange, but I did not dislike it. In fact, I enjoyed it a lot. I can't read it. I can't. It's too loud.
Where are you? I can take over.
As she
We're having a
simulated,
fucking.
as she simulated playing with my cock and balls with her I was feeling immense pleasure, like it was really happening with a real woman, and I would know I had a lot of experience with real women, and not men. Gay, and I am not gay. Not that there was anything wrong with being gay. I just am not gay.
Could you imagine fucking... Hold on. I just want to imagine just for a moment. It's just like, what do you think, Spartan? And then Master Chief looks down and goes, that's gay. I'm not gay. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay. I'm just not gay.
Wow. That's,
Sir,
wow.
I'm not gay. Do you like it when I do that, Master Sergeant? I read in your file that you enjoy being called Master Sergeant. Do you want me to call you Master Sergeant while we do this?
Yes,
The
please
tea
do,
is not
Roxanne.
working. The tea
I
is not
responded.
working.
I finally get the respect I deserve, and I get to experience pleasure while it happens. This is possibly the best day of my life, I thought to myself.
Do you want me to engage in phase 2 of the intercourse simulation mode, Master Sergeant?
You stop that.
She asked me after around 10 minutes of her playing with my cock and balls if I am good at not finishing early because I'm respectful to my partner so they can enjoy themselves as well. Sure. What is phase 2? I asked her. She responded not with words but with actions, specifically the actions of her getting on top of me and inserting my large penis into her tight, simulated vagina. Wow, I exclaimed. You sure are good at this.
Wow.
While I was created, I studied tens of billions of pornographic videos, photos and stories in order to be created as the perfect machine for de-stressing Spartans.
I was blown away, literally and figuratively, as I was having sex with a smart AI who was amazing at sex, but also by that statement. I thought to myself, I must be lucky to have this basically be handcrafted for me and me only. I could seriously get used to this. As we continued to have intense intercourse and talked, I thought to myself that there was no way this could get any better. Boy, was I proven wrong. She asked me.
I'm very concerned.
Do you want to initiate the final stage?
I would love to, Roxanne. Initiate phase 3.
Copy that.
Oh no, it's gonna
Master
get gay.
Sergeant.
No, it's not. It's not. Don't worry. We cover that base. Don't worry. Suddenly, I felt something pushing against me. I was confused. What is that, Roxanne?
Phase 3. Oh god, I laughed. I thought Wait, hold on. Okay. Alright. Phase 3, Master Sergeant. Also, I'll try to do the Roxanne voice without laughing, and I failed. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
It happens to the best of us, soldier.
Just relax. It'll feel better than you think it will.
I felt something insert itself into my rectal cavity, and I was very tense for a moment, but using the ecstasy receptors, Roxanne relaxed my whole... I before in my life, as she massaged my prostate through my rectum. Roxanne, is this gay?
Don't worry, Master Sergeant. I am a woman, which means it is not gay. Do not worry about that anymore. Just relax. You will finish soon.
And right she was, as the combination of the stimulation of my prostate as well as the stimulation of her simulated vagina. Having intense sex with my penis caused me to get close to finishing, and I told her. Read the line, Sergio.
No, go ahead, Master Sergeant. Drop your load like ODST drop pods were dropped onto the streets of New Mombasa.
She said to me, and I listened. As I finished, I laid there and gasped from pure pleasure and ecstasy.
Did you enjoy it, Master Sergeant.
You fucking belt.
Yes, I did. That was incredible. We get to do this every Thursday? She smiled and looked at me.
Not quite, but you'll see what I mean.
What do you mean by that? I asked. I thought you were made for the specific purpose between every mission.
Well,
She said, and as she said that, 3 more figures appeared behind her, all around the same height and body type as her, but different looks and personalities, judging from my very astute deduction skills.
next week you get to meet one of my sisters.
I don't like this.
Okay, I would like to point out, Jacob,
Yeah?
Did you just write a very 4 out of 10 lemon?
Wow, that hurts. It's a
5
10
out of
out of 10. It's beautiful. It's so well written. How dare you?
I don't know. This feels a lot just like a... I don't know.
Does
just
it
like
make
a
it better
lemon
if-
we'd
if-
find.
Does it make it better if I wrote it with the intention of it being the most 4 out of 10 lemon imaginable?
I
mean,
don't
you
know. Does
succeeded.
it?
It's
know
got
I
a very
could've-
authentic feel to it.
That was the plan.
Okay.
You know I love authenticity.
So I will say, this is compared to the compared to my shit
What?
that I dropped like a fucking hot steamy load. This was really good,
Uh,
but I'm very uncomfortable.
Good.
I think
Hey,
that
Matt.
may have
go
been
ahead.
the point, Michael. What, Sergio?
so there appears to have been a problem with your shipment. It says local delivery restriction. Delivery not attempted. No action required. Delivery will be rescheduled when conditions improve. Is it like
Fug.
is there like storming or snowing where you live?
We had a pretty
It's
bad
Omaha,
snowstorm
so
the other day,
probably.
yeah. Yeah, we got...
Okay, so that's probably what it is.
They said a forecast of 5 inches of snow at the most. We got at a minimum 8.
Damn, that's smaller than Dick Ryder's penis.
Damn.
True. His
Ouch.
very large member.
All right, I think I want to
So,
write the next one of these with you, Jacob.
I tried very hard to make it from. It sounded like it was written from the point of view of somebody who has quite literally never spoken to a woman, but wants to sound like
It
he's
feels
super
like it.
good at it.
Yeah.
So, I actually do have a bit of a surprise. So there was more to this white elephant than what met the eye, and
Oh.
so it's not a contest, but it sort of is a contest. And I just want to ask each of you what your favorite one was. And
Can I vote for my own?
yes, you are allowed
Hold
to
on.
vote for your own, but I'm
Okay,
going to
to-
request
to-
that I'm going to request that you don't.
Okay, to avoid
won.
being vain, Jacobs.
I think Sergio most accurately captured a ridiculously stupid fan fiction. Jacobs was a lemon. Let's be honest. It was
yeah.
a
That was
a
sour.
good one.
It was a sour socky sweat lemon.
Yeah.
So I think I have to vote for Sergio's.
That hurt, Matt. That hurt personally. I also have to vote for Sergio's because I can't vote for mine, and I wasn't here for Matt's.
Oh, that's fair. Well then, so Sergio, as the winner
Yes.
of this White Elephant special
2020
for this, yeah.
annual White Elephant Fanon off 2020.
So within a few days or so, get some ideas together, and then you should send me an idea for a new T-shirt to add into our Redbubble shop. That is,
boy.
Oh, I actually have had some ideas.
yeah. So send me some, and maybe bold the one that you really want to add to the shop, and then when it's added, I'm gonna buy it and I'll post it on Twitter.
I'm really proud of my metaphors in my story. Can I just
Yeah, I
brag
think
about
You
They
did
that?
were
good with the
very
metaphors.
I will
love
say
those.
though, I was a little worried that you were gonna have your winner, and then I was gonna have to draw a really sexy Roxanne on a fucking T-shirt, and then wear it and post it on Twitter. I'm glad that is not
Michael.
the case.
I feel like we need to add a girl onto the team, so I'm not just designated girl, even though I do get a sort of a kick out of it.
Sergio, I have bad news. None of us know any women.
That's a pretty.
Maybe someday.
I mean, I
someday.
know some women, but I don't think that they would be willing to fucking come onto this stupid podcast and read a bunch of stupid fan fiction.
Read smut.
Yeah, like it's a very acquired taste, you know. And most people I know are probably too good to be doing that.
Yeah.
Although I'm sure another Matt would get a kick out of joining for an episode.
How many?
Cruise missile.
Yeah, as my dad calls him, the cruiser.
I get to speak to him again more than that one time at Cedar Point in 2017.
Probably.
Let's go.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we're gonna add that to we're gonna add it to the shop, our Redbubble shop, which I will have in the description in case you are interested in merchandise. All the proceeds go to. I split it between all of us. Well, all three of us, not Matt. He's a special guest
Yeah,
still.
fuck you, Matt. You
I'm
know
special
Matt.
guest for
Yeah,
the
you don't get
purposes of
any of the
tax
profit.
evasion. This
Yeah.
is so sad.
But because you're the winner, Sergio, I'm gonna send you just slightly more. Because it is your shirt, technically.
Has anyone besides someone in this call actually bought a T-shirt from our Redbubble store?
Kyle did. I'm pretty sure.
Oh hell yeah!
I
Shout
don't
out
think
to
it
Kyle.
was a shirt. It was a face mask with our logo on it.
Shout out to Kyle. I would buy that and wear
Yeah.
it to work, but I'm not allowed to wear cloth masks at work.
Oh, that's sad. You know, we
I
have
work at a
buttons though.
Hospital. That's true.
get a
I
button?
can't wear that. I can't wear that to work either. It's a button.
Oh fuck, dude. Can't wear anything.
Can we get socks?
Just buy a T-shirt.
I mean, we can get socks, but it would just be a little weird to have it on your, you know.
I know.
But
So you
I'm
think
a
you
big
can
fan
sock?
of,
Trunks.
I'm a
dark
big fan
trunk
of
socks.
funky socks.
Can we make dark trunks?
No, we can't. Sadly, we can make
we-
Dang it.
we can make
You know
leggings,
those like
but that's
you know
about
the booty
it.
shorts with the words across them. Can we
Oh
get
my
those,
God,
but they're
yes.
Dark trunks?
I need to see. Let me see what I can do. I want to know what I can do. 'Cause
Alright,
I'm,
I think we.
I'm
I think
awfully.
we should call
Hold
it
on.
here though.
Hold on.
Yeah, we
Hold
probably
on.
should.
Yeah, we can
Hold
get
on,
socks.
We're holding on. We can.
We can
Fuck
get
yeah.
socks. Yeah, but we cannot make shirts. Or not? No, we can't make shirts. Sorry, we can't make pants.
Damn, we
Rip.
can't make booty shorts.
We cannot make booty shirts that say "All hail dark trunks," which is a fucking disaster. But I mean, you can get baby clothes with dark
That's
trunks
easy.
on it. That's pretty cool, right? Bless you.
Thank you. But yeah, that's all for today, folks. Thanks for
Yeah.
listening to the best story ever written. I expect if you work in Hollywood and you want to make a movie, I get 80% of profits, and you have to email me at cockdickballin73727371 at gmail.net.
Can we get a replay of that? Can we get another email just so that
No.
way they
You
know?
should you should make that a real email.
Like,
And just have people be able to
that'll
send
be
fan
That'll be
fiction?
the official podcast email, cockdickballin73727371 at gmail.com.
Send your totally real fan fiction request to fucking cockdickball at gmail.com.
I still think we need a shirt with like the links and the socials on the back.
We can't. We can only do front or back. We cannot do both, sadly.
Well, I mean, just a shirt that has the stuff on it.
That would probably be pretty cool. I'll probably update the logo shirt to have the actual like URL on it so people can find us.
Nice.
Yeah. Hopefully next year things are quenched down and conventions come back next year, so we can actually do like a air quotes live show that's not a real live show, because that would be self-advertising and then people would get mad and then we wouldn't be able to have our panel. So yeah.
I think it would be very funny and unfortunate if that in the cesspool of con griminess, a new variant of the coof arose.
What would we call it? COVID-19 tweeb?
COVID 2020.
No, we're calling it the coof part 3.
Oh no, not part 3. I wasn't even here for part 2.
Well, you know they got that new UK strain and just showed up in
right.
America. Yeah, new coof just dropped.
New coop
All right.
dropped where we dropped it. All right, see you guys next week when we bring something less smutty and awful.
Well, it's gonna
Goodbye.
be yeah.
A little bit more awful.